All right, Tombo, what does balance mean to you, and what are some non-negotiables you put into place to maintain that balance?
See, when you say balance, I immediately go to my career in baseball, because that's one of the things I struggle with pitching. So balance, you talking about life? Mm-hmm. Life. Love as much as you can, try not to hate, and always look out for number one, don't step in number two. That's balance.
What are 3 things from your childhood that you could say shaped you into the person you are today?
Actually, my home life. Not necessarily in a good way. I had a rough home life as a kid. My dad was pretty rough, but he had a disease and with alcoholism, right? Tough dude. But I tell you what I did learn. I learned how not to treat my wife and my kids. So I took that away from all the bad and just turned it into a pile of good. And I'm totally good with that.
What is your worst pet peeve?
God, rattles in a vehicle. I've actually sold 2 of my vehicles because I could not find out where the noise was coming from. My wife hates me for that. I can't stand it. We would be driving home from from Cleveland when I pitched for the Indians, and at some point my suitcases just turned into duffel bags because she stole all the suitcases for all of her clothes. So we're driving home from Cleveland one time, and I know there was at least 2 duffel bags in the back way in the back of my Blazer. And we're going 75 miles an hour down the interstate, and I was like, if you don't find where that rattle's coming from, we're either gonna pull over and sell this truck, or we're gonna pull over and get a hotel and empty this thing and find out what that noise, I just can't do it. I don't know, it's just weird.
What is something that stresses you out these days or overwhelms you the most, and how do you cope with that? Planning.
I'm not a planner, I'm a doer. I'm not a planner. My wife is one of the most intricate planners, and that's probably a 100th of why I love her so much. And she literally takes care of me. So yeah, I can't stand trying to make plans. I fly by the seat of my pants.
The world saw you as a professional athlete, but how do you view yourself?
It's funny. Since we've started this, doing Buck Commander in 2006, in the last probably 10 years, 15 years, I can't tell you, if 100 people recognize me, 1 of them was from baseball. Which is fine, because my role in baseball, I was a middle reliever. Nobody remembers those guys. You're either a starter as a pitcher or a closer. That's it. Which is fine, because nobody bothered me, good or bad. I could slip under the radar and go to my room and not get heckled, except for on the field. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me.
What is one thing that you want to be remembered for in this life?
Being a good person, period. Just a compassionate, loving person who will not judge too quickly. I've learned a lot from my surroundings in Buck Commander. Jordan, Willie, all the guys that brought me into the Christian brotherhood at some point. It took a while, but they got me. They tricked me in the right way. So I want to be remembered just as a good person, a good friend, and a good father, and a God-fearing man.